next test I did extremely well, and my professor called me aside and she said, "I'm so proud of you, you did so well," and I just don't think that's an experience you would have at another school or in a larger setting.
The benefits of our BSM program is our 100% employment rate. Over the past 4 years, our students who graduate from this program have first-time licensure pass rates well above the national average.
And when you go out in the community and we're in our clinical settings, they know the name of Mount St. Joseph University and the type of nurses that it brings.
Live look as Mount St. Joe's goes through their warm-up before our second semifinal matchup between the Lions and the Pioneers. Transylvania got through their warm-up routines already as we await the start of semifinal match number 2. A look at the Pioneers, and one of our players to watch for is Katie Shepard, the newcomer of the year. 401 kills to her credit. Just a freshman out of Crestview Hills, Kentucky. And, Coach, that's always wonderful and more than you could ask for as a newcomer at the collegiate level to be able to make that impact early. And it's nice that the Heartland Conference, like many conferences around the country, honor that freshman, I should say, for their performance getting in their first varsity reps.
How about last year you were playing a senior, probably playing for a Kentucky State championship, and all of a sudden, a year later, you're playing for a college championship. Very good for her part. She's outside hitter, middle hitter, right side hitter. She's like a robot. She'll go anywhere and any way to get the ball to her good hitters.
On the other side of things for Mount St. Joseph, their leader in kills, Emily Abshire, a member of the first team all-conference teams. We mentioned 3 all-conference representatives for Mount St. Joseph's, and for their credit as well, an honorable mention appearance on the all-conference honorable mention list. But Abshire's been as good as any in the conference and really speaks to the tenacity and the ability to put a kill down at any moment that the Lions have.
Yeah, young lady, sophomore, 5'10", so she's got a little bit of size to her. Outside hitter, very impressive. And again, we look at both of these rosters, and they're both very young. Game 1, they also had young talent with the ball glove as well. So this talent, this conference is full of young, athletic girls and or young ladies, I should say. And this should be an interesting contest. I tell you what, Jimmy, I just got a feeling whoever wins game number 1 really has a great shot of winning this whole entire thing tonight. So I think game number 1 is really important for both of these teams to come out strong and to finish.
Well, that was the trend that we noticed a couple weeks ago when these two teams met. Again, it was a victory for the Lions of Mount St. Joseph, 3-0. Taking care of business in that first set, 29-27 before closing things through. Coach, we highlighted this a lot as we take a look at Transylvania. We'll have starters for you here in just a second. But we've talked about how this was a race down to the wire for all top 4 teams really trying to capture seeding in this tournament, and it really speaks to just the depth available on this conference, truthfully, from top to bottom, as we show you through our broadcast, the Transylvania starters, but still it talks to the depth that is present in this conference.
Yeah, this conference from 1 to 10, a very good conference in volleyball. A half game the last week of the season, a half game separated first to fourth. That's a pretty balance.
For these two teams, we mentioned that they have met many times throughout their history, 16 meetings. The advantage is to Transylvania, 10-6. They had a 6-game match streak that started in October of 2017. That was snapped just 2 weeks ago. Again, in that sweep by Mount St. Joseph's. And there's a look at the starters for Transylvania. We've already highlighted a couple players, including Carrington Jackson, an all-conference first-team player, number 5 on your screen, and Katie Shepard, number 1 on your screen there, the newcomer of the year for the conference. Madison Sweeney also all-conference, as was Susan Klosterman. Should be noted that Katie Shepard was also a member of the all-conference team to go along with her Newcomer of the Year awards. A switch over to Mount St. Joseph. This is a quality young team, Coach.
Very quality young team, very young team. As we look at their lineup from top to bottom, very impressive.
Brooke Asselage, a first-team member of all-conference, as well as Aaron Androne, an all-conference honorable mention. Grace Young, first-team all-conference. Emily Abshire, first-team all-conference. So both these teams, as you would expect, being 2 and 3 seeds respectively, carrying 3 members of the conference.
Now,
all-conference team, excuse me.
You look at this game, and both Mount St. Joseph has been here since about 10 o'clock this morning. So now it is about 5 o'clock local time. This is when you just got to shake off the dust or the cobwebs, just like you did. You took the 45-minute nap back into back, and you just got to shake that off, and now you got to be ready to play. If you're not ready for this game, something is wrong with you. This is going to be a fun game to go.
Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on the IndianaSRN family of networks in conjunction with HCAC.TV. A reminder for those of you that are joining us from the Heartland Conference Game of the Week in football, that was a victory for Rose Holman over Franklin today in convincing fashion. And we mentioned our matchup already in this first semifinal, 3-1 in favor of Earlham. So the top seed in the Quakers await the winner of this one. A good look at the Mount St. Joseph's huddle. Coach, some final thoughts before we get this thing started.
I think whoever controls the up-front net play will win this, and the advantage a little bit, I think, you got to give it to Transy because they've been here before, but I tell you what, Coach Shipley felt really confident today that his girls are ready to rock and roll and to win a big game.
Well, this is a younger team for Transylvania after some dominance over the years through senior and junior leadership, but there's still a handful of upperclassmen, including Carrington Jackson, the all-conference first-team member and the junior out of Louisville, Kentucky, that know about this Transylvania culture and are familiar and were part of it a year ago when they won the conference championship. Final preparations getting set. I want to remind you while we do have a second that you can stay tuned to all the latest news on IndianaSRN at IndianaSRN.org and also by following us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. And all our broadcasts for the Heartland Conference can be found at HCAC.TV. First blood belongs to the Lions of Mount St. Joseph. Morgan Whitaker on the outside.
And if you're watching and you would like to get a hold of us, you can tweet us at IndianaSRN.org. Tell us if you have a viewing party. We'll give you a shout-out.
Grace Wilking, the freshman, serves it up. Outside. There's Shepard. That was a nice dig on the back row. Here come the Lions. Soft touch, drops down. Kara Bradley, the junior. Correction, make that Brooke Asselage on the outside. My apologies. Dropping it down.
Quick start by Mount St. Joseph. That's what they needed.
Long shot, drops down. And a good answer by Transylvania. They're back within one. Coach, where do you envision, we've already talked a little bit about the Lions, but for the Pioneers, what do you need from them in terms of keys on this early goings of this first set?
Return. Everything they give right back to you. You got to return the ball, set it up. Liberos are key tonight. Get good sets, good rotation, and get good platform hits.
The libero and Aaron Androne serving for the Lions, and a good answer kill by the Pioneers. They trail by one.
Both these teams have real strong, heavy hitters, Jimmy, and that's where you're going to win this thing up front.
Not afraid to utilize the depth as well as Transylvania. Michaela Davis, the freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, serving for Transy. Opposite way with it, and a wide open space found by Emily Abshire. It's a kill for the sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, and the lead is 2 at 4-2.
I mean, that's just pure adrenaline right there for the young sophomore.
Riley Gintert out of Morrow, Ohio. Senior serves it up, might be an ace. It is. 5-2, all Lions.
All those football players that played today now probably tuning in, having some pizza, watching their girls participate in this semifinal.
Gintert again serving it up. And that was slightly misplayed. Bounced off almost the collarbone there of Transylvania. And a point from Mount St. Joseph. That was Ava Beltsos, the libero, trying to make that play.
Hello to Matt Brown and Susie Wright, who's watching on HCAC.TV.
Opposite way. Powered through a block that time, did Ethington. Outside. Diving effort by Beltsos. The point belongs to Mount St. Joseph's.
And I botched that up. It's HCAC.TV. But thank you for listening.
Appreciate it all the same.
You bet.
If you typed a long letter along the way and accidentally ended up here, we thank you all the same.
You bet. The pom-poms. I like the pom-poms over on the sideline.
Timeout taken by Transy. They trail 8-2 Mount St. Joseph's, up by 6 here in set 1.
My name is John Heitz, and I own the Red Pepper Deli in Madison, Indiana. We've been in business for 15 years now. I'm so passionate about food is because I like to cook and I like to create awesome items. The best advice that has ever been given to me was from my father, who said, you've got to work hard, and if you work hard, you will succeed. He's right. It's not always going to be fun, but don't even try to go into business if you're not going to put 100% into it. The ideal experience is for the customer to come in and be really wowed by the atmosphere, be wowed by the products that we serve, the food in our deli case, the sandwiches and salads, soups that we make. I want the client to feel satisfied and really feel that they've got their money's worth and have enjoyed everything that they've had at the restaurant. Whenever you get a chance, we'd love to see you stop by the Red Pepper Deli in Madison, Indiana. Look forward.
Back here at Earlham College, Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Riley Gintert of Mount St. Joseph ready to serve with a 6-point lead in pocket here in this first set and the first unforced service error of the match.
Now, we've done about 40 volleyball games. How many times has a coach called timeout and then you serve the ball and you miss the serve?
Well, majority of our broadcasts on IndianaSRN are at the high school level, so more than you would expect. But at this level, you're right, Coach, it is a surprise. Outside, struck a tad awkwardly. Here come the Pioneers. A diving effort made there by Wilking. And a block one up front. Give the credit to Grace Young, the first-team all-conference member out of Harrison, Ohio. Next to her there was Brooke Azalade.
6-foot athlete.
Also first team is Brooke. Float shot. Lands in, or tipped, excuse me. It was out, but it was tipped. And a point for Transylvania. They trail by 5. The top seed in Earlham College and the host club awaits the winner of this best-of-5 set.
How about that line drive, Dink?
A well-timed shot. Bumps the lead to 6. One more look at it. It's a nice change of pace there from Sam Boucher. That was some high power velocity by Carrington Jackson, the junior out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Now, I told you earlier in game number 1, you should stay in front of those balls and see if they hurt.
That was a blink and you'll miss it, Coach.
Yes.
It would have broken the radar gun. Bump outside. There's Whitaker. Transy gets it over. They go to Whitaker again. She's blocked. It's powered through and goes out. Hit the antenna as well after the block. So it's 11-5 and a clean start for Mount St. Joseph. Cross shot. Dug in nicely. And Transy powers through a block that time.
If you
It
saw
was Sylvie Miller.
If you saw the play, the libero fell down for Mount St. Joseph. Stayed there because she didn't want to interfere with her player, but didn't pop up fast enough. I think she could have retrieved that ball. But I'm up here. She's down there probably playing her heart out.
There's an unforced error. Served into the net by Transy.
This 61-year-old body couldn't get back up, I tell you that much.
Probably bring out the stretcher, I think.
You
It's
bet.
going to be good. Opposite way goes the Pioneers. It's a nice kill. Just a tad late to it. Would have been a tough play anyway by Aaron Androne out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Ava Beltzis serving for Transylvania from Cincinnati, Ohio. Has the nice touch there. Outside, it's blocked. Another block. Activity all up front. That was just slightly misplayed by Brooke Azalage.
That little soft touch.
Azalage puts that one down. Makes this a 5-point advantage at 13-8. Aaron Androne, an all-conference honorable mention from Cincinnati, Ohio, and a libero for the Lions. Serves it in play. Shepard. It's a point for the Pioneers. Gets the kill out of it. We looked back at their matchup a couple weeks ago. It was 29-27, the final score of the first set that went Mount St. Joe's way. So a very emotional first set between these two clubs. And closer to similar circumstances right now. Lions power through a block at the point.
Sorry about that, Jimmy. Sometimes in those long matches, that first match, you took so much energy, it's just so hard to get back up. And if I remember right, that game was at Mount St. Joseph, so I think that home court might have helped you a little bit there.
That's slightly misplayed. Heads out of bounds at a point for Mount St. Joe's. Of course, this afternoon, neutral site with Earlham as the host. So crowd not as big of a factor. A timeout, media timeout taken at 15-9. We'll be back after this on IndianaSRN.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
Welcome back to Earlham College. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Be sure to stay up to date with all IndianaSRN news, Heartland College and otherwise, by following us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. You'll have news, scores, highlights, and more. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game. 15-9 your score. Mount St. Joseph leading Transylvania by 6. Coach, anything jump out at you in these early stages of set number 1?
I like the early start that Mount St. Joseph has had. Transy has really battled back. We'll see the next few minutes how this will pay off as a great hit. Narrows this lead to 5.
Katie Shepard, the newcomer of the year in the conference and a member of the all-conference first team, subs out there but had the kill before she departed. And the deficit is 5. Well struck and powering through a block was Grace Young, a point to the Mount.
Nice crowd on hand for both of these teams. Place was packed, game number 1.
Well struck on the service by Brooke Asalog, and a point goes to the Lions. Waiting for confirmation from the official on the touch. Long and out, and a point goes to the Lions. Soft touch finds the back corner. Well read by Transy, and they get on the board.
Boy, I tell you what, Mount St. Joseph just almost put in that coffin corner. Great footwork. Nice point by Transy.
Caden Holcomb out of Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, with the serve for Transy. Outside, Jackson puts it down right in the middle.
The Midwest is definitely approachable for all 4 of these teams today.
They're well represented across all of these rosters. Holcomb still serving. A beautiful find on the outside there by Morgan Whitaker. Lead now 6, 18-12. Grace Young out of Harrison, Ohio, the sophomore, to serve for the Mount. Outside. Good read. There's Whitaker. It drops down for a kill.
It's almost like a teardrop. We saw that a couple times in game number 1 where she could have just struck it hard, but she just tapped it over, and that ball spin, tough to get that ball back over.
Nothing wrong with utilizing a little off speed. Did that find the line? No, it did not. It was just long.
And you heard the groans of the crowd. Oh.
So close. Yet so far. The lead still belongs to the Mount, 19-13. But Transylvania hanging around. Grace Ward out of Edgewood, Kentucky, the sophomore to serve for Transy. Back row receives it. Outside, Whitaker. Nice dig. Klosterman.
Oh.
And a good block by Jackson.
The junior got up.
Nice swat made there. Makes it a 5-point game. Ward puts it in play. Right in front. Addie Conley. No, not that time. A point for the Pioneers. Suddenly a 4-point game, Coach.
They fought back. Very strong here.
The sophomore in Ward. Tough run-up play. It's made. And an extra icing on the cake by Morgan Whitaker.
How about the misdirection of that ball?
They have the hand-eye coordination.
The race to 5. Brought to our good friends at Piper Logistics.
And Booster serves an ace. 21-15. Well in the driver's seat is the Mount.
Yeah, if you need something moved, Piper Logistics is the man to do it.
Transy doesn't like what they see. They'll call a timeout. We're back in a moment.
My name is Brittany. A little thing I love about the Egg White Grill is the toasty English muffin. It's toasted perfectly. It's just a little crispy, but not like hard crispy, but just crispy enough that when you bite into it, everything is perfect.
My name is Curtis, and I love the Egg White Grill because the egg itself, it's like soft and fluffy, like a pillow. I wouldn't eat my pillow, but I'd eat the Chick-fil-A breakfast egg white sandwich for sure.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you can be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families and treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Welcome back to Earlham College. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Want to remind you that local businesses, small and large, corporations are needed to sponsor these sporting events like Championship Saturday and Sunday, which will take place tomorrow. Nice point by Transylvania score. If you want to get involved and help put on these events, contact our team at info@IndianaSRN.org. Send an email their way. Our sales team will be happy to share with you how affordable it is for you to air your message on our broadcast. Again, that's sending an email to info@IndianaSRN.org. Beautiful hand-eye coordination there by Transylvania, but unfortunately 2 hits called against them. To lead back to 6 at 22-16.
3 to win this thing. Hardest 3 that they're going to have to get here.
Grace Wilking, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Outside. It's a tough play. Well struck though. Opposite way, powering through a block.
Tell you what.
Was Emily Abshire.
Emily did a nice job of just reading that ball, and that ball walked the line. And now you're just 2 away from Mount St. Joseph winning game 1.
Outside, Jackson, well timed. Harrington Jackson had many a highlight play in this first set for the Pioneers. Ava Beltso serving it up. Finesse shot. Wouldn't work for Conley. Another power through a block shot, this time from Suzanne Klosterman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Back within 5.
Coach wants his back row to be a little bit more active.
Soft touch in front of the net. It was blocked. Here go the Lions. Pioneers on their counter. Powering through a block and dropping in for Caden Holcomb. Back within 4.
Second time we've seen that ball just walk on the net, and you have no idea what to do with that. Timeout, Mount St. Joseph.
We'll take one as well. It's a 4-point game in this first set on IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back at Earlham College. Advantage to the Mount. They lead 23-19 over Transy here in this semifinal game number 2. Tough play for the Pioneers. It'll be 4 hits. Maybe 2 hits, rather, is the official call. And now it's set point.
You may not be able to hear the whistle. He's not using a standard whistle, so his battery whistle is just not loud enough. The kids cannot hear the play.
And a block right up front by Emily Abshire. Closes out set number 1. 25-19. Advantage to the Lions of Mount St. Joseph over Transylvania. Set number 2 upcoming after this on IndianaSRN.
The School of Education has been around since the inception of the university, and it has evolved over the years, and we've become more innovative as time has gone on.
When you have conversations with your professors, they really care about you, and they set a good example for us to want to be like that. Time that they spend out of the classroom, I know if I have an issue, I can always go talk to one of them, and I know I want to be like that for my students as well.
We have that unique dual licensure program, which really makes our students much more marketable in the field. Students will be certified in K through 12 special education in both moderate to intense and mild to moderate, as well as preschool through 5th grade in the early education program, which is a very unique program, the first of its kind in the state.
As sophomores, we are implemented into the service learning program, coordinated with one of our education classes. Before that, as freshmen, we're even given the opportunity to pair service learning with our core classes that every freshman has to take. So I got a whole extra year of volunteering in the classroom that not everybody gets that opportunity to do.
We have such good connection with area schools that we're able to give kids really good, strong placements. They have lots of opportunities to learn hands-on as well as great content from their faculty.
I can't say it enough. It's truly a family here at the Mount.
The start of set number 2 in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship semifinals. Mount St. Joseph takes set number 1 over Transylvania 25-19. A couple interesting numbers that jump out. 4 service aces for the Mount, along with 4 blocks. 16 kills their way. For Transylvania, 14 kills, no aces, just 1 block, 1 service error. Of course, a service error committed by either team. Last time these two teams met, we've mentioned it a couple times during the broadcast, Coach. It was a closer matchup in the first set back a couple weeks ago, but the Lions take that set, and then they go on to coast to a sweep. They take it set number 1 here. How does Transylvania, as we look at their huddle now, avoid a similar result to what they faced a couple weeks ago?
Interesting. Mount St. Joseph never tied. The score was never tied except at 0. No lead changes. Stretched the lead at one time to 7 and never really looked back. And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to put pressure on Transylvania, because right now, if you go 2-0, tough, as we've seen, it's a tough road coming up. But anything can happen. Could be very interesting. Game 2, again, whoever gets the lead early has the advantage.
Looking at the Transylvania side, though, how do you avoid the sweep that you suffered a couple weeks ago in this similar situation?
You just got to motivate your kids. Your kids understand the situation, and they'll play through it.
Opening service by Mount St. Joseph. Transylvania avoids disaster. And a mile a minute there. Emily Abshire, quick to it.
You know, you look at these winning streaks. Earlham had a 7-game winning streak going into this tournament. Mount St. Joseph, 5-game winning streak. Transylvania, a 2-game winning streak. And
net violation called against Transylvania. It'll be a point for the Mount.
So, and you look at that. I mean, you look at those winning streaks. Somebody's going to get snapped today.
Those top 4 seeds that made it all the way to the semifinal. Of course, top 2 seeds getting the first round bye, but they all had those winning streaks that Coach alluded to. Hanover already saw their 4-game winning streak snap, and Earlham's 7-game winning streak extend to 8 in semifinal game number 1. 2-1 advantage to the Mount. Powering through a block with Morgan Whitaker for Mount St. Joseph, and it's 3-1. One more look. Grace Wilking, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Serves it in play. Beltso receives. Shepard. And that takes a nice ricochet off the net. Gets down. for Mount St. Joseph.
Once that ball hits the net, you don't know the rotation of where that ball is going to go. You don't know where it's going to bounce. It's really another offensive player for you. Nice.
High velocity shot. Nice dig there by the Mount. And able to drop in a shot as well.
And it just seems like the rotation is just not there for Transylvania.
It's a 4-point lead, but you can tell the communication lacking at times as well. Soft float shot. Quick reaction. It's blocked. Asalog drops it down. A timeout taken by Transylvania. They'll take one as well. Mount St. Joseph leads 6-1 here in set 2 on SRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Never miss a second of the action. Go to youtube.com, search IndianaSRN. Click subscribe on that red and white subscribe button. Never miss any of our coverage and have access to over 800 archived games. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game. A look at the Mount St. Joseph huddle. They lead at 6-1 here in set number 2 over Transylvania. They won 25-19 that first set. In the driver's seat as things stand, Coach, over the Pioneers.
How about the baseball hat for Coach Shipley? I like it.
Anytime you can bring out the ball cap.
Oh, yeah.
Classic look.
Got that line in the front of that.
Looking service. Go the Pioneers. And that time the block is powered through by Katie Shepard. It'll be Suzanne Klosterman, the sophomore out of Cincinnati, Ohio. An all-conference honorable mention, who serves it in play. Came out of there like a cannon by Emily Abshire. And a point for the Lions. Make it 7-2. Beautiful set as well, Coach.
And you heard that smack from up here.
Erin Androne airmailed it. The service error leads to the point for Transylvania. Make it 7-3. They're back within 4. Mason Morrow, a freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee. Readies her serve. Pivotal game 2, set 2 rather, in this best of 5. Gotta have it if you're Transylvania. Sylvie Miller powers through a block. Back within 3.
Back-to-back good hits.
Trying to get into a bit of a groove.
Serve this deep.
And an answer by the Lions. That one was tipped out of bounds. Emily Abshire once again, the party involved, getting that kill. Riley Ginter, a senior from Morrow, Ohio. Puts it in play. Proceed by the back row. Cross-court shot. That goes down. Some emotion from the freshman from Floyd's Knobs and Caden Holcomb. 3-point game. Diving effort by the libero. That's a tough play. Andrew did all she could to keep that alive. And down the line is Sylvie Miller, the junior from Louisville. Back within 2 all of a sudden.
It's a chess match.
You know how important this specific set is to Transylvania big picture. Don't want to go down 2 sets to none against this heavily talented Mount St. Joseph's team and the defending conference champions. A nice block there.
Grace Ward.
Good dig attempt. Outside, there's Miller. Hasselog. Go back to Brooke. She's blocked.
Oh, they're
and a late adjustment. They get 4 hits.
Wow. That's a tough play.
We're tied at 8. And another timeout will be used by Mount St. Joseph. We'll step away as well on IndianaSRN. Back here at Earlham College. Diving effort made there by the Pioneers. They can't keep it alive. Battle won once again up front.
Congratulations to the HCAC men's soccer champion, Hanover, as Hanover Panthers win today in the boys soccer championship.
Brooke Asalagi out of Tip City, Ohio, serving for the Lions. Outside, soft touch by Morgan Whitaker.
All these fall championships, Jimmy, it means one thing. The orange basketball is bouncing.
Right around the corner, Coach. Full slate of games, both boys and girls hoops here on IndianaSRN. Diving effort made, but not enough by Aaron Andro. Another point for Transy. Back within 1.
And
a reminder for tomorrow's championship game. Top seed Earlham awaits the winner of this one. That, if I'm not mistaken, and I hope our producer is not going to yell at me in my ear, but 1 o'clock tomorrow is the time. And do remember, this evening as a point will go the way of the Lions. So that ball was tipped. But a reminder that it is daylight savings time this evening. Those clocks are going to change. Make sure to get all those set, squared away.
Means I get an extra hour sleep.
You do. You fall back.
All right, I'm good.
Good dig by the Pioneers. That shot just finds the corner for Mount St. Joseph's.
And we're talking basketball. It's basketball season starting. If you would like to see some Heartland Conference basketball games and you like to underwrite those, you can contact us at info@indianasrn.org.
The point for the Lions. The carry called against Transylvania. Momentum starting to slide back towards the 2-seeded Lions.
Oh, nice set.
Misdirection there from Transy. Whitaker, it's blocked. That'll go out of bounds. Give it to the Pioneers. Deficit is only 3, 13-10.
A lot of energy is being spent on both of these games, game 1 and game 2.
Well, you're very grateful if you are Mount St. Joseph that you captured that first game. Because Transylvania not wilting away like you saw last week, 2 weeks ago, I should say, when it was a highly contested set number 1, and then clean moving for Mount St. Joseph the rest of the way. Transylvania not going away in the second set. They make Mount St. Joseph earn it. A point to the Pioneers. 2 hits to call.
Now within 1.
Coach, has it been just the energy level from Transylvania, or are you seeing things out of Mount St. Joseph that has been different from set 1?
Just doesn't seem like they're as in tune as they were in set number 1.
Nice dig by Ginchurch. Soft touch, not to be. Rally continues. Be a momentum swinging rally. It'll be a point to the Pioneers after 2 hits is called, and we're square at 13. I'll remind you to follow the Heartland Conference on HCAC.tv for the best of Division III sports. If you'd like to see more games, contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Aggressive hit there on the side to keep things alive by Asalagi. Make that Whitaker rather. They go back to Whitaker. Soft touch. 1 to get it over. Pioneers do. Outside, Whitaker. Well, they go back to Whitaker. Let's see. No, instead it's up front. Conley. No, it's a point for the Pioneers. And they have the lead now at 14-13.
They were down 13-9, Jim.
Quite a run. That one's just long. Breathe a sigh of relief if you're on that bench for Mount St. Joseph. Looked like it might trickle in. Did not, and we're square at 14. Then Boucher of Mainville, Ohio, the junior, puts it in play. Little miscommunication. Whitaker, tough shot. Beltsos there. And that'll go long as well. Media timeout, 15-14. Advantage Mount St. Joseph. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Small businesses or large corporations are needed to sponsor sporting events on IndianaSRN. Contact our team at info@IndianaSRN.org. Send them an email. Our sales team will be happy to share with you how affordable it is for you to air your messages on these webcasts. Again, send an email to info@IndianaSRN.org. Also, stay up to date with sporting news on our sports page on our website at IndianaSRN.org. It's got scores, upcoming schedules, and so much more. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Set number 2 of this best of 5 set and semifinal game number 2. Top-seeded Earlham awaits the winner of this one. Mount St. Joseph hanging on to a 1-point lead in the second set. They captured set number 1, 25-19. A little miscommunication there between the officials and Sam Boucher.
Boucher just wanted to shoot. Just wanted to
ready to ride.
Serve, yeah, you bet.
Outside, blocked. Quick reaction, though, and that'll drop in. Katie Shepard, an all-first-team member, the newcomer of the year, squares the 15. Ava Beltsos from Cincinnati, Ohio, the sophomore and the libero for the Pioneers, serves. Klosterman gets the kill, and the lead back to Transy. This is your gotta-have-it game, Coach.
Back and forth we go.
For Transylvania. The Mount trying to get things back square. Impressive dig outside. Shepard. Whitaker. Might have been headed out. And that'll hit the net. Just a tough angle for Klosterman. We're back square at 16. Both teams 9 points away from claiming set 2. Grace Wilking, the freshman from Cincy. There's her serve. Beltsos, a rough initial touch. They survive it, though. Tough play that went wide. Emily Abshire, a little bit too much on it. It's a 1-point lead for Transy. Back and forth we go here in set number 2. Suzanne Klosterman from Cincinnati, Ohio, the sophomore with the service. Outside, will that find the line? No, it will not. It's too long. Went out. Vasilagi thought she got it down. It would not be, and this lead is expanded to 2.
Yeah, this separation is real important here for Transy.
Vasilagi, no. Well read. Shepard, nice dig. Soft float shot, diving effort. Was it pancake? No, it was not. Beltsos came flying in, but was just a hair late. That's a 1-point deficit all of a sudden. One more look at it.
Laid that body out.
A tad late to it. Aaron Andro. Beltsos. Shepard. And a point for the Lions. That one out. Squares at 18. So race for these final 7 points. The race to 20 still very much on. We'll get to that mark first. Nice dig by Beltsos, but it's going to ricochet. Did all she could to give an opportunity, but it went long.
How about the effort, though, to go all the way back to the guy to try to get that ball?
Androne's put together a couple of points via her service. Shepard. And that time, the high speed works for Emily Abshire. Race to 20 is over. It's 20-18 advantage Mount St. Joseph. Transylvania wants a timeout. We'll step away as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lori Heights, and I'm the owner of the Red Pepperoni Pizzeria in Madison, Indiana. When you see the Red Pepperoni, you see this great building, an old gas station that we renovated. We want to let you know that all of our ingredients are fresh, hand-cut every day. Our dough is made fresh every day. It's hand-tossed to perfection, and you can create your own pizza, or you can choose from one of our 20 specialty pizzas. I think our clients love the fact that we're a family-owned business. The best advice that's ever been given to me: if you work hard and you're in your business every day working, it will pay off. I want our customers to feel satisfied after they leave here and happy that they had a great dining experience, they had great service, and that they enjoyed a great meal with their family and their friends. We can't wait to see you at the Red Pepperoni in Madison, Indiana.
20-18 your score in favor of Mount St. Joseph over Transylvania here in set number 2. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Mount St. Joseph leads 1-0. Trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead. Out of this Transylvania timeout, they get a point out of it, powering through a block. Back within 1.
If you're keeping stats, though, Transylvania used their second and last timeout. So very interesting that she used it at that point.
And I believe, I could be wrong on this, I believe that Mount St. Joseph also had a timeouts in this set.
Yes, they have 1 left.
They still have the 1? Okay. Diving effort by Beltsos. 1 to get it over. They do. Blocked. And a beautiful block. Right in front there by Sylvie Miller to tie us at 20.
They all bought in, and they forgot to protect the sideline, what we would call the side door.
Nice serve. They go to Abshire again, and this time she answers the call.
Jimmy, none of my teams knew what the side door was.
How'd you fix that, Coach?
I didn't. That's why I didn't win any volleyball games, Jimmy. That's why I'm up here with you.
Exactly. Riley Gintert, the senior from Moore, Ohio, with her service. That could turn into an ace. Look out. They're able to get it over. Full speed ahead. Brooke Asalagi puts it down.
When they needed points, that's exactly where they went.
And it was perfect timing. They knew where they were going the whole time. Beautiful set from Sam Boucher. Gintert's serve. Is it in? No, it just goes past the back line. Would have been a smooth ace. Instead, it's a 1-point game, 22-21. Caden Holcomb, the freshman from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. She has serving duties for the Pioneers. Outside. One to get it over. They will. What a dig. And that'll be a swing. It was easily 23-21, but the dig effort by the Pioneers squares us at 22-all. And now that last timeout will be used by Mount St. Joseph. We'll stay here. Let's reset things. 25-19 went the first set. Advantage to Mount St. Joseph. And this one, they've been back and forth throughout. Currently squared at 22 is Mount St. Joseph in Transylvania. The winner gets top-seeded Earlham and host Earlham tomorrow. That's at 1 o'clock here on IndianaSRN in conjunction with HCAC.TV. Remember to set your clocks back, though, this evening, as it is daylight savings time.
Let's take a look at all the teams that are in the HCAC. Earlham, Mount St. Joseph, Transylvania, Hanover, Anderson, Franklin, Manchester, Rose-Hulman, Bluffton, and Defiance. And Jimmy, we did our summer tour with the football guys. We got to see all 10 universities, and I tell you what, they're beautiful universities, great people, and we're just glad we're part of the HCAC family, very much so.
Beautiful partnership, beautiful campuses. Happy to be involved here on IndianaSRN. Out of the timeout. Outside, a block. One to get it over. Now's one to get it over, rather. And they do. Soft touch is a net violation. It is.
It's like slam dunking it. She just grabbed the whole entire net. Pretty obvious call here. That's a good call.
That's tough.
And she knew it right away.
Yep. 23-22, advantage now at Transylvania. And Holcomb still serving it up. And it's misplayed. And all of a sudden, set point to get us all square at a set apiece. Up for grabs here for the freshman from Floyd's Knobs and Caden Holcomb. And it's airmailed.
Oh.
Now in control of their own destiny. The rest of this set is Mount St. Joseph.
That just drives you crazy if a coach.
Brooke Asalagi, the junior, trying to tie us up. Set point. A block. Still alive. Outside. That's long. And we'll head to extra points.
As they call it, overtime in volleyball. Got to win by 2.
Good resolve from Mount St. Joseph to claw back. Jackson cross body gets it to go down. And set point once again with Transylvania. Caitlin Ethington from Lexington, Kentucky, a freshman, to serve for the set. Outside, Whitaker gets it to go down. And we're tied at 25. Whitaker, Abshire, and Asalagi. Critical moments for Mount St. Joseph when they needed points. That's slightly misplayed. One to get it over. Tough play, and it will stay over. What an effort from Beltsos. But a kill the other way is the price you pay off of that initial miss-hit. And now it's set point all of a sudden for Mount St. Joseph to turn the tide. Take a commanding 2-0 lead. Outside they go. Blocked, and it goes out. So we're square at 26. Again, similar shades to the opening set of their match at Transylvania a couple weeks ago. And that's unforced error into the net by Transylvania. Set point for the Lions. It'll be Sam Busher of Mainville, Ohio, serving for the set. Slight miscommunication initially. Jackson floats it in. Carrington Jackson, the junior, squares the 27.
Nobody wants to lose this ball game. Nobody.
The team with the most to lose right now, arguably, though, is Transylvania. Can't afford to go down 2 sets to this Mount St. Joseph club. Outside, Whitaker delivered once, and she does not deliver that time. It's out. Unable to find the back line. Set point for Transylvania. Beltzos, the sophomore, has the honors. Outside, Whitaker again, and a nice dig from Beltzos. They'll go back to Whitaker. She floats it, and it drops down. Tied at 28. My word, what a back and forth.
Look at the dive here, though, late. Just,
Grace Wilking, the freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, now serving. Beltzos, outside they go. Shepard powers through, the newcomer of the year. And it's set point for Transy. It'll be Suzanne Klosterman from Cincy to serve. The Caius with 1 set apiece. And it's out. The second unforced, make that the third unforced service error down this stretch in overtime by Transylvania.
Got any fingernails left?
Maybe 1 or 2.
My goodness.
Can't say the same for the fans at home. Androne. Her service returned and a high velocity shot by Shepard, the freshman. And again, we mentioned the newcomer of the year not allowing Transylvania to get behind. And serving again for set point.
And we got to also remember, there's no timeouts left here. So you got to play straight through here.
Yep. Mason Morrow, the freshman from Nashville, Tennessee, serving for set point. Outside, blocked but powered through. Abshire stayed with it. 30-30 club, alive and well. Riley Ginter from Moore, Ohio. Diving effort. Going to be a tough play. Outside. Blocked. And powered through as it went out. But was touched by the Lions. Set point again. Last 4 set points have been for Transylvania. Hayden Holcomb. Outside. That takes a ricochet. Outside they go. And that'll drop down. Transylvania wins the battle. They take set number 2, 32-30. We'll head to set number 3, all tied at 1 set apiece. Back in a moment on IndianaSRN.
Partnership is a really exciting opportunity for our students because as Kentucky's first college, to be able to partner with ARH, which is the largest employer in the Appalachian region, is a wonderful opportunity for us to really build a long-term relationship, because we want, as we've always wanted, to serve the citizens of Kentucky, to provide opportunities for students who will come to us as that beacon of educational opportunity, and then return to their home region where they can really be effective leaders and servants in their home area.
This is such an exciting partnership for the future of ARH and for the future for the workforce in our region. We have so many bright, talented youth that are looking for incredible opportunities in the healthcare field, and we really feel that this partnership can help steer them through the educational process and then back home to work for ARH one day and fulfill the workforce needs that we have. Transylvania has always been a beacon of education here within the Commonwealth of Kentucky and a very close partner to us in Appalachia.
For a lot of people in Appalachia, like a place like Transy seems very intimidating or inaccessible. So something like this partnership will, in my opinion, be very beneficial in building that confidence for students and making them know that they can do it. So having a scholarship on top of that will be massive for building the Eastern Kentucky community at Transy. I grew up like 15 minutes away from ARH. It's been a part of my life. My mom actually worked there in the past, and so it's pretty cool to hear that one day I'll be able to follow in those footsteps and make an impact in my community.
We know that they're going to get incredible opportunities for internships and mentorships that will help them to develop the specific skills that they will need when they return to their homes with that professional career in mind.
A live look here at Earlham College, the site of the 2021 Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship. Semifinal game number 2. All square at 1 game apiece. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Coach, a gutsy effort by Transylvania. They outlast Mount St. Joseph 32-30, and it's a whole new ball game on both sides.
That game took almost an hour. 55 minutes to play, just that set. You're exhausted right now. You got to find something to get you energized, to get you over the top here, because this game is now already about an hour and 32 minutes long. It's a long time to play volleyball, but you'll get the effort here. I think the key here is whoever scores and maintains those pressure on both teams will win this game.
21 kills by Mount St. Joseph in that last set, 18 for Transylvania. And powering through a block that time was Addie Conley. 4 service errors for Transylvania. They're able to overcome that. And here's your biggest issue, Coach, if you're looking at stats that kind of have the tail of the tape. 9 attack errors by Mount St. Joseph.
The other thing I see here too, Jimmy, is 15 times it was tied and 7 different lead changes. And that's just in one set.
Good point. A lot of that, of course, was stacked up in overtime, but still, point remains a heavily contested affair in set 2. Set number 3, squared away at 1 as we speak. Soft touch, drops down. Caden Holcomb.
Want to thank the staff of Earlham College of giving us all our stats. The stats crew has done a great job. They also, and the SID, Adam, and they even provided pizza for us, which was really sweet today too.
They're taking care of us well here at Earlham. Did a wonderful job as the host site. They're tied at 2.
Big Commissioner will be with us tomorrow.
Yourself and Jarrett Lewis will have that conversation?
Yes, sir. Cannot wait to see Jay.
Outside. Powered through a block. It's Suzanne Klosterman. 3-2 Pioneers. While we have a second, do want to remind you that IndianaSRN, while the partnership with the Heartland Conference is heavily valued, a lot of high school action as well on the docket for IndianaSRN. Particularly next week as it's regional championship weekend across the state of Indiana. Want to be a part of that? Be sure to follow IndianaSRN at Twitter, at IndianaSRN, for all those times, games, and listings later this week. 4-2 your score, advantage Transylvania. And a shot that rides the line, just barely sneaks in for Mount St. Joseph. Back within 1 at 4-3. Coach, where does your momentum gear need to shift to kind of reset the psyche if you're Mount St. Joseph right now after that grueling second set that you lose by 2?
I just think you need a player stepping up, somebody who does something spectacular that gets your team so fired up to carry you through that. Because right now, and you can even see it, the kids are dragging a little bit, a little tired.
That was a grueling second set. We can't stress it enough. The coach mentioned just under an hour in length. And you had a feeling that whoever took that match would likely have all the momentum. You can feel just a different level of energy for Transylvania. Outside. Blocked. Holcomb and Ward combined for the block. And it's 6-3.
The block here. And the little high step.
They were hyped right away. It's a big-time play. Mason Morrow, an unforced error. And the point now goes to Mount St. Joseph.
They have had a lot of those unforced errors, Jim.
And it's yet to really break
affect them. Yeah, you're right.
Burgasalagi. It's in play, outside. Soft touch, drops down. Grace Young drops that down. Makes it a 1-point game. Brooklyn Bruner. Correction. Make that Brooke Asalagi, my apologies, on the serve. Point won by the Pioneers. 7-5 is Caden Holcomb from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. Works the serve. Ricochet. Outside. And that'll drop down. Point for the Pioneers. They lead it by 3, 8-5. Coach, at what point, and even looking on the way these benches are operating, it's a stark contrast in body language compared to Transylvania and Mount St. Joseph's right now.
Yeah, both teams carrying a lot of players. Both teams just need that extra spark, but you're right, Transy seems to have that little bit more spark right now.
The lead is 2 for Transylvania. Aggressive shot outside by Miller. Nice dig, but it's all for naught. Still the diving effort by Grace Young, but it ricocheted out of bounds, and the lead is 3 to Transylvania.
Program note, the HCAC Women's Soccer Championship is tonight as Mount St. Joseph takes on Hanover. That game is at 7 o'clock this evening.
Out of rotation, the call, I believe, against Transylvania.
That is the first time I have seen that all year long when I see that. As the libero must have slid somewhere where she wasn't supposed to be, and he called her out of rotation.
Will that be a spark for Mount St. Joseph? No, will not. And then forced error immediately responds back. So 10-7 your score. Sylvie Miller from Louisville, Kentucky. Outside, that's blocked. Cross-court shot. Nearly grazed the ceiling. Shepard. Abshire wins the battle. 10-8. One more look at it.
That went all the way up to the rafters.
Wilking measures things. Outside. And that's some fierce attack from Suzanne Klosterman. 11-8. Lead back to 3. Transylvania operating with that cushion. Outside. Asalagi gets the kill. And that's part of the reason for the length of that last set. You're seeing it as well here in set number 3, Coach.
Just
unable to get high-scale separation.
Yep. And some just unforced turnovers as well.
Point for the Lions, back within 1. Courtesy of that block. Aaron Androne, the sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, serves it up. 1 to get it over. They do get it over. That battle's 1 in front of the net. This will be a tough play.
Oh, she got that out of the net.
Trying to tie us up. Abshire, no. An extended rally. Bodies hit the deck. Outside. Diving effort by Androne. This is a key momentum shift. And it won't go. It looked like it might have been trending out. Wilking, the freshman, tried to make a play on it, and the Pioneers feel like they've won every instance that we've had those momentum long rallies.
Those close calls.
Klosterman. Abshire. The work outside. There's Klosterman again. Bumping it to Asalagi. Nice diving effort by Beltzos, but can't keep it in play. Back to a 1-point game.
You got to like the effort that both of these teams have put in. They're diving on the ground. They're running into the bleachers. Uniform will be a little dirty tonight.
Gintert. Her serve. Try to tie us up. Float shot. 1 to get it over. They will not. Again, that cushion just enough for Transylvania. They lead by 2. Feels like Mount St. Joseph is so close to getting this thing square. Multiple instances in this third set. And whether it's an unforced error, just a great play by Transylvania, that lead stays at 2. Misdirection shot. Be a tough play for all involved. They get it over. There's Asalagi. Miller. And that's well struck by Grace Young, a member of the first team all-conference.
Okay, the libero of Mount St. Joseph kept that ball alive. That ball was almost dead. Struggled to get that ball up, and the end result is at point.
Brooke Asalagi serves. Miller. And miscommunication between Mount St. Joseph. They kind of froze. Did Whitaker and Boucher. The lead back to 2. So again, another example. Have an opportunity to tie it. You just push back a little further. Caden Holcomb. Young gets to go, but it's out. And that'll be immediate timeout. 15-12 here in set number 3. The tide is turned in Transylvania's favor on IndianaSRN.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Never miss a second of the action. Go to twitter.com or on your Twitter app and follow us at IndianaSRN for news, scores, highlights, and more. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Shout out to our production team, Jerry and his crew today. I think they got here like at 7:30 or 4:08 this morning. Sticks and Johnny with the camera, and James over there, the 3 guys. They ate a lot of pizza, though, in between games. Did you see how much?
Well deserved, I'd say, if you're here at 7.
Man, I tell you what.
I was still sound asleep at 7 in the morning.
Were you? Okay. You got, that's right, you got here.
I didn't take as much pizza.
Game time's at 2, wasn't it? So that's why you got here at 10 till 2?
Man.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't find you when I got here.
That's true.
Long shot. on the outside by Morgan Whitaker. Back to a 2-point game. Mount St. Joseph has struggled in this third set to try to put together enough of a rally to tie this game. Trying to get themselves back into it. And that will make it more of a reality. 15-14, back within one. Grace Young, the sophomore from Harrison, Ohio, to serve. Misdirection. Lions were ready. That was just launched by Addie Conley. Somehow kept alive. Diving efforts by the Lions. And that's airmailed. And we are finally tied. Zan Klosterman, too much on it. And service continues for Grace Young. Now you're here, Coach. You finally tied it. How do you get over that hump or regain the lead?
You just you got to will yourself to do it. And that's not the way you do it.
There, Carrington Jackson, a heck of a player. An all-conference first-team member is the junior from Louisville, Kentucky. She works through a block of her own. Lead back to the Pioneers. Grace Ward out of Edgewood, Kentucky. On your screen, ready to serve for Transylvania. First set went 25-19, advantage Mount St. Joseph. 32-30, a grueling set won by Transylvania. That shot was out. So this current set, 17-15, advantage to the Pioneers. The race to 20 continues to roll on. And that's in the net. Just missed time by Morgan Whitaker. A timeout, I believe, is going to be called by Mount St. Joseph. The deficit is 3. A pivotal game 3. Stay with us on IndianaSRN.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Earlham College. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers, in semifinal game number 2 of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Championship. That'll take place tomorrow for the conference trophy. Have it at 1 o'clock here on IndianaSRN. Make sure your clocks are adjusted accordingly for daylight savings time as we fall back. So, awkward shot by Conley, perhaps a well-placed shot, cut himself from our vantage point. Either way, worked out for him. It's a point for the Lions, and they're back within 2. Cross shot, powered through by Carrington Jackson. Had so many of those nice cross body kills. Lead is 3. Coach, you never know with how these two teams play, but you just get the feeling that you go up 2-1 in this, it might be curtains. There's enough energy to rally back, but just the way the momentum is felt for this match, I worry with how Transylvania has stolen the energy in this building.
And especially with the turnovers that Mount St. Joseph has just occurred. That's the 3rd turnover to make it 20-16, and just feel like it's just not there yet for them.
Outside, Shepard finds some space and puts it down.
A nice down the line. He's got to call that last time out.
Last time out is used. We will stay here. Let's reset things for you while we have an opportunity to do so. Earlham was victorious over Hanover in 4 sets in game number 1 here on IndianaSRN and HCAC.TV. to move on to tomorrow's championship game, which again you can see here at 1 o'clock on IndianaSRN. Jarrett Lewis along with Coach Keaton Myers will have the call for you. Here in semifinal number 2, however, Mount St. Joseph had a convincing 25-19 win in set number 1, and then it was a back-and-forth haymaker affair in set number 2, 32-30 advantage Transylvania. We thought that whoever won that second set would likely steal the momentum in this game, and it has been a grounded-out, sluggish set number 3. It's shocking, actually, that Transylvania has finally been able to absorb the energy and go up by 5. They're now 4 points away from a commanding 2-1 lead. I bring you in, Coach. Move away from Transylvania for a second, and just Mount St. Joseph here. This is a backs against the wall type of point on the line right now.
You got to go back to your basics. Just get to your basic formation. Make sure you get the firm rotation. Get your hits down, and you'll be fine. You cannot panic, though. Very good point here. If you panic, I think you're out of sorts.
It was Emily Abshire working through that block. Grace Wilking now serving. And that's out. Wide of the mark. The third service error of this third set for Mount St. Joseph. 3 points away. And winning the set is Transylvania. The Lions searching for answers.
Oh, nice hit.
And they find some. Great play in front of the net. Back within 4.
Way to play that net. Nice job. Look at this little dink right here. That's beautiful.
Androne. Soft float shot. Androne dives for it to keep it alive. Back row is airmailed. A lot of velocity from Sylvie Miller.
Boy, I tell you what, Transy just seemed like they had the momentum, and all of a sudden now here comes Mount St. Joseph.
Creeping back into it. On a 3-1 scoring run.
Oh, yeah, rotate.
That won't get over the net. A miscommunication by the Lions. Lead is 4, 23-19. 2 points away from taking a commanding 2-1 lead. Suzanne Klosterman ready to serve. Should be noted, Mount St. Joseph out of timeouts in this third set. Abshire, no. Scheffler. Not that time. Abshire again. That took a ricochet off the net and dropped down.
Again, once that hits that net, you have no idea what's going to. You
just got to guess.
Yeah, you got to guess where it's going to go.
You have to anticipate where the ball's going to go and hope it ends up right. Riley Gintert, the senior from Moore, Ohio, now serving. Trying to keep the Lions alive in this third set. Shepard. Soft touch with an opening for Grace Young. 2-point game.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it 22-17 during the timeout?
It was 21-16 at the timeout.
Okay.
It's been a 7-2 run since that time. Point belongs to the Pioneers. And set point available here for Mason Morrow, the freshman from Nashville, Tennessee. Outside. Powered through the block. Did Brooke Asalagi. And now she'll be serving. Lions in control of their own destiny the rest of the way.
Transy still has one timeout left.
Misplayed. Miscommunication by Transylvania. Have not seen a ton of those. Are we headed for overtime again? Transylvania wants to call a timeout and talk it over before we get there on IndianaSRN.
You're good at keeping the car clean. good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
A look inside the Mount St. Joseph huddle.
Is that not intense or what?
It has to be at this point. Can't go down 2-1 in this best of 5. They're in control of their destiny. The service honors belonging to Brooke Sasalagi.
Jimmy, I tell you what, the coaches have been just beautiful all this week with communication and everything. They're just excited that this is on the tube, and they're excited about having part of this championship with us.
Outside a block, diving effort to keep it alive. This is set point again, and it is out. Looked like it was going to drop down.
I tell you what, she dove for the ball. I'm surprised that ball wasn't touched.
Asalagi serving, tied at 24. We're in overtime for the second straight set. Cross-body shot, blocked. Soft touch, but it's tossed along. Another soft touch, this time by the Pioneers. Extended rally. You feel the energy shift, and that one is long again. 2 straight shots long by Transylvania. And now serving for the set is Asalagi. What a steal this would be. Cross body. It drops down, and Transylvania ties us up at 25.
You got a coin? Let's just
heads
or tails. Heads or tails.
In the seating. Caden Holcomb serves. Battle in front of the net. Outside, Miller blocked, and it goes out. And now Transylvania to recapture the momentum. Set point. The freshman from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, and Caden Holcomb measures. Outside, Whitaker. Miller blocked. And the Lions stay alive.
We got some Mount St. Joseph people in front of us, and they're shaking their pom-poms and fists, and they're just ready to be fired up about here.
Doing all they can as Grace Young serves. And a point. 2 hits called against Transylvania. 27-26, set point to the Lions. An argument and discussion happening with Coach Barmore of Transylvania. Not happy. Young for the set. Miller. Nice dig. Whitaker. 1 to get it over. They do and find an opening. It's Miller again. 27 all.
Well, the commissioner, Jay Jones, told me this game could go 5 to 35, 30. You know, he warned me.
Did he tell you to pack an overnight bag? That's the
He
way
did.
things are rolling right now. Outside Whitaker, soft touch. Jackson. Haven't heard her name in a minute. He rectifies that, and it's set point for the Pioneers. Grace Ward from Edgewood, Kentucky, the sophomore, ready to serve it up. To give the Pioneers the 2-1 lead. Outside. Powered through a block, 1 to get it over, and they do. Whitaker. Outside, Klosterman. It is out. The point belongs to the Lions. And we're tied at 28. Coach can't believe it.
I may just be seeing things, Jimmy, but I thought that hit the wrong line down here. But
so did Transylvania. The dust clears. Sam Boucher serving. Jackson again. Gets it to go down. It was tipped. And set point is back to Transylvania. This is the same trend we saw in that second set. We're late in the overtime. Transylvania continue to get set point opportunities. Eventually they broke through, and they do there, finding the back corner. 30-28 on the service to take a commanding 2-1 lead over Mount St. Joseph. Fourth set upcoming on IndianaSRN.
In 1926, the Sisterhood of Charity created the first BSN program here at Mount St. Joseph University. The nursing major is special because it's supported by our other liberal arts programs and departments. Our success is their success. They really cheer for us.
We are very close and we all support each other, and we're also supported by other majors around campus, and they kind of recognize the difficulty of our classes and they support us in those.
Even though our program is small, we are still very innovative and creative in our thinking, our strategic planning, and our actions. We're very student-focused and education-focused.
As a student, I had an experience where I struggled on a test, and then on the next test I did extremely well, and my professor called me aside and she said, "I'm so proud of you, you did so well," and I just don't think that's an experience you would have at another school or in a larger setting.
The benefits of our BSM program is our 100% employment rate. Over the past 4 years, our students who graduate from this program have first-time licensure pass rates well above the national average.
And when you go out in the community and we're in our clinical settings, they know the name of Mount St. Joseph University and the type of nurses that it brings.
Welcome back to Earlham College. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers getting ready to start our fourth set. A reminder while we have a second, this broadcast is copyrighted by the Heartland Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference and IndianaSRN. Any rebroadcast or use of audio, pictures, or video without the express written permission of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference or IndianaSRN is prohibited. Fourth set upcoming. Advantage is Transylvania, 2-1 over Mount St. Joseph. A trip to tomorrow's HCAC Conference Championship game on the line. Host Earlham awaits. Look back at that third set. Coach, what numbers really stand out at you?
23 ties, 12 lead changes so far in the game. That stands out to me. Unforced turnovers, really. We talked about it game one. We didn't see as many. Tonight we've seen a few. And right now, Transy has got that little swagger, if you will. Mount St. Joseph has to dig in and see what they can do.
It's do or die time for the Lions. Sam Busher of Mainville, Ohio, has the opening serve. Pennsylvania 1-set win away.
I've never seen a ball when the player asks for another ball.
Coach, sometimes it gets a baseball vibe to it, right? Maybe the volleyball's a little dirty, a little scuffed. You want to change things. New ball, but same result there. Transylvania draws first blood, 1-0. Outside. Nice opening, a nice find there by Emily Abshai. So, Coach, where is your mindset for Mount St. Joseph? You know you need to get your momentum back to you early in this set, but if you're trying to orchestrate any type of comeback, it has to start immediately from the get-go.
Yeah, I just wondered if they're mentally tired. You know, it's for granted both teams are physically tired, but are they mentally tired? Sure. The first 10 points are key here.
Grace Wilkins serve. That's going to be a tough play. Wilking tracks it down. One to get it over. And Drone does. And Shepard puts it away. Square to 2. Similar pattern.
It's game number 1, 2, and 3.
It's been just the way of this match. What happens when you have the 2 and 3 seeds go at it, and an opening found by Emily Abshire.
And if you're Earlham, you're just sitting back, take your time, play till midnight.
Yeah, you want to go 5 games, go 5 games.
Yeah, go ahead, take your time.
You want to go 5 games with 10 overtime points? Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Misplayed slightly. Unable to get it over.
You know, we have the gym. We'll have the gym open for you at 10 o'clock. No problem. Our crew, I guarantee you, our crew will leave here, go home, take a sleep, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Just get ready for us tomorrow afternoon.
Get ready to roll.
That's how good our crew is.
Top notch, top shelf. Good opening once again, and that's something to note. Emily Abshire had found openings like that in set number 1. They were not present in sets 2 and 3. Here in set number 4, found a little bit of footing. They lead 4-3. Riley Gintert to serve. Cross body, blocked. Play in front of net. Sylvie. No, it's out. It will count for Miller. Just misplayed, though, by the Lions, and we're tied at 4. Outside of that first set, Coach, Mount St. Joseph has been unable to get any kind of separation on the scoreboard. They've had their leads, and they're grabbing more leads in higher frequency here in this 4th set, but for the most part, through sets 2 and 3,
one or two,
Transylvania has been in the driver's seat.
Yeah, nothing like 3 or 4 or 5 games or points of separation.
Miller.
I don't know how that ball got across.
Float shot. Quick effort. Jackson drops it down.
That was a great play by Transy, keeping that ball alive. I have no idea how that ball got across the net. But finished strong.
Grace Ward serves it up. One to get it over. Klosterman blocked. They'll go to her again. Nice dig. They go once more. No, this time it's Jackson. She's blocked. Outside, Whitaker. Miller. One to get it over.
Deep.
Miller again. Finesse gets it down. Lead back to Transylvania. Game reset for you. Mount St. Joseph took care of business in that first set. 25-19, then 32-30 in overtime by Transylvania in set number 2. Another point for the Pioneers. Set number 3, overtime again. Transylvania outlasts Mount St. Joseph 30-28. And here in set number 3, a 2-point lead. Or here in set number 4, rather, a 2-point lead for the Pioneers over the Lions, 7-5.
You need to stop right here if you're Mount St. Joseph.
Critical. You can't let any cushion develop. Ward an unforced error. That'll help as well. In Mount St. Joseph, you will take any
help,
any gifts,
help,
any benefits you can get from Transylvania mistakes. Boucher serve. Jackson, she's so good cross-body and puts it down. Sylvie Miller, the junior from Louisville, Kentucky, to serve. Has really not established more than a 3-point lead at all tonight as Transylvania. Shepard. Outside. Blocked. A point for Mount St. Joseph. 1 point game at 8-7.
You could see why these teams were 2 and 3, can't you?
We talked about really 1 through 4 in all honesty, but
yeah.
particularly in this matchup, such a tightly contested race to see who would host the thing. Whitaker blocked. Transylvania, of course, the defending tournament champions, winners last year. Lead is 2 at 9-7. Outside. Nice run up there from Abshire. And the Pioneers unable to track it down. 1 point game. Whitaker now to serve. One service ace on either side here in this fourth set. That was high speed. Beautiful shot in front of the net. Lead is 2. Suzanne Klosterman serving for Transylvania. Let's serve off the net. Abshire, not that time. And a block, one up front. Abshire and Conley there. 1 point game.
Seems like both coaches understand what their teams have, and they're not going to waste any time to call timeouts because they know they're going to get a freebie at 15 because they may need the 2 late.
That one's long, and we're tied at 10.
Because now you're playing points, you know?
Yeah, and there's been, give credit to both sides, Transylvania and Mount St. Joseph, not an inch given. These matches have been, you're going to take more out of yourself than you do out of me to win this match. Point for the Lions, and they surge in front. Trying to force a deciding set 5. Cross body, blocked! And momentum starting to shift towards Mount St. Joseph. Aaron Andrew on the libero serving.
Oh!
It's airmailed.
Yeah, you had an opportunity just to take control there.
Again, we've not seen 3-point leads very often in this match, with the rare exception of set number 1. Mason Morrow to serve. Trying to tie us up. Abshire went soft touch. Nice dig. Pioneers are ready. Miller finds an opening. Tied at 12. And a race to 15. That media timeout continues. Outside. Just beautiful timing. The timing from the set to Asalagi has been sensational throughout this match.
It's been like that all day too.
Boucher knows immediately that Asalagi's running up before she even sets the ball. Placement's been perfect. Lead to the Lions. Miller, tough shot. They almost work a point out of it. Soft shot. Asalagi, no. Cross body again, no, it'll be a float shot. And that's just well timed in front of the net by Caden Holcomb. Square at 13. Holcomb now serving. And it'll be a point to the Pioneers. 2 hits the call. Now they regain momentum. 14-13, a point away a Transylvania point away, I should say, for a media timeout. Tough play outside Miller. It's long. And so now we are a strict point away from the media timeout, tied at 14.
You need a timeout?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Hanging
I'm
in
doing
there?
great.
Harrington airmails it. So heading into the media timeout. Advantage Mount St. Joseph, 15-14. A must-win set for Mount St. Joseph on IndianaSRN.
Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Back here at Earlham College, Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers.
Who benefited from the media timeout? We'll find out here.
1 point lead in pocket for the Lions out of the media timeout, though they trail 2-1 in this best of 5 for the right to face host Earlham, the top seed, in tomorrow's championship game, which you can see right here at 1 o'clock Eastern on IndianaSRN. That was just outside the reach of Carrington Jackson. She was ready for a put away. It was not there, and now the lead it's 2, and this could be a momentum swing. Asalagi. Other way, Miller with authority. 1 point game. Getting close to the nitty-gritty of this fourth set, Coach. Ward an ace. The second service ace of the set for the Pioneers. And we're square at 16. Miller. Powered through the block. 17-16, Pioneers regain the lead.
The biggest lead that Mount St. Joseph have had since game number 1 has only been 2.
They haven't been able to get the separation.
They just cannot get to the separation.
Ward got a let serve out of it. Here's Whitaker. Will they go back her way? They will. Miller delivers again, and the lead is 2.
Back to back.
And a timeout taken by Mount St. Joseph. 2 point lead for Transylvania. Back in a moment.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Mandy made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
(18-16) your score in this fourth set. Transylvania with service and in the driver's seat. They lead 2-1 over Mount St. Joseph. here in the HCAC semifinal, game number 2. Earlham awaits in tomorrow's championship game. And a must-have point for Mount St. Joseph. They get it. Slightly misplayed. They're back within 1. Ended up bouncing off the head there.
That hurts.
Young to serve. That's slightly misplayed. That's struck, but it's out. You love the idea from Whitaker, but you didn't necessarily need that there. She saw everybody up front, try to take the chance. It's airmailed, and it's a 2-point lead for Transylvania.
But I like the aggressive play. You got to be that aggressive.
The mentality you have to have, for sure.
Especially in game number 4.
Abshire, nice dig. Shepard, no. Whitaker. Shepard again. Whitaker, no. They trade, keep going outside with it. That's a tough play. One more to Whitaker. That took a kick off the net. Jackson unable to put it away. No, she does. It's misplayed in the back row. And the race to 20 belongs to Transylvania. They're 5 points away from the right to defend their conference tournament championship from a year ago. Blocked. Outside Whitaker. Gotta have it. Klosterman, she's blocked. Jackson, no. One more time. Shepard. Another extended rally. Whitaker misplayed it, and the lead is 4, the largest lead of the match for Transylvania.
Good call timeout here. Good timeout.
Last timeout in the pocket of Coach Spinney. We'll stay here. Game reset for you. Mount St. Joseph wins set 1, 25-19. Transylvania wins back-to-back sets in overtime, 32-30 and 30-28, on the verge of the upset of 2-seeded Mount St. Joseph. There's still some fight in the Lions for sure, Coach, but Transylvania, a complete performance, even though they have not had big leads up until now.
Yeah, and what you have to do right now, if you're Mount St. Joseph, is you just have to find something to motivate you to get up and above. If you're Transylvania, what you got to do is just, okay, we fought our way to the hill. All we need is 4. Let's just finish it out. Let's trust each other. Let's trust our teammates. Let's get it done.
That's what it'll come down to. It's a great point, Coach. Service does belong to Transylvania.
Here's the other thing. You're out of timeouts if you're Mount St. Joseph.
Gotta let it ride the rest of the way. Sylvie Miller to serve, and it goes out. So an unforced error there out of the timeout. That at least did something for you for the Lions.
The smart thing is you stepped away for the ball.
And no one tried to make a play on that. The communication was high.
Exactly.
Bamboo for the serve. Outside. I think that is just out. It was close from our vantage point. That's been the way they've been calling it all night.
Our producer called it out before he even got there.
Lead down to 2. Who do you go to when you need a point in front of the net? It's Carrington Jackson.
Yep.
The all-conference first teamer, the junior.
Been there all day, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm. Lead is 3, 22-19. 3 points away are the Pioneers. Outside. Blocked, but it's out. And it's 22-20.
It is so close you can taste it, but it's so far away. I mean, these 3 points are like...
They're going to make you work.
Oh, my goodness. The agony.
Grace Wilking. Serves it in. Outside. Put down. High velocity. Katie Shepard. 23-20. Advantage Transylvania. The defending conference champs. 2 points away from return to the title game. Abshire, great hand-eye coordination by Miller. Diving effort, stays alive, and that is called out. Tough to tell from our vantage point. I thought it might have scraped the line. They'll call it long. Andron service. Cross body, finesse shot drops down. Caden Holcomb, 24-21, match point for the defending champs.
Right play for Mount St. Joseph, just didn't know where the ball could locate the ball.
It'll be Mason Morrow, the freshman from Nashville, Tennessee, serving to send Transylvania back to the title game. Abshire, one to get it over. They do. Abshire again. Miller, blocked. And now in control of their own destiny the rest of the way are the Lions. Any service error, unless you force overtime, it's game, set, match. Match point for Transylvania, but serving is Mount St. Joseph.
Have we not been here before?
Twice already have we seen overtime. To Miller. Asalagi, it's long. And the Transylvania Pioneers, the defending conference champions, are back in the championship game. They advance 3-1 in 4 sets over Mount St. Joseph. They pull off the upset and have a date with the number 1 seed and host Earlham College tomorrow here on IndianaSRN.
Great games. Whole entire day. Great job of the crew here at Earlham, and excellent volleyball. And it's going to be a fun championship series. It all begins tomorrow, 2 o'clock right here on IndianaSRN. 1 o'clock, sorry about that. Thank you very much. 1 o'clock start.
We do believe in a moment, as has been the case with these semifinal games, there will be some awards to be handed out for conference players. As we have a second, let's go ahead and send it out to the public address announcer honoring those players from both these teams of Mount St. Joseph and Transylvania.
First-year team from Transylvania University, Kate Shepard. And from Mount St. Joseph, Morgan Whitaker. Congratulations to both of those ladies. Each team also had 1 player recognized as honorable mention to the HCAC All-Conference team. From Transylvania University, Suzanne Klosterman. And from Mount St. Joseph, Erin Andron. Congratulations to those ladies. And a special award was named for the HCAC Newcomer of the Year. I know, it's pretty cool. Transylvania's Kate Shepard. Presenting your award, it's Coach Amy Barmore, you may know her. Each team also had, it says 34, but I don't think it's right. Each team also had 4 players recognized as HCAC First Team All-Conference players. We will honor those players now, and we ask that as your name is called, please step forward and receive your award from your coach. First, from Transylvania, Carrington Jackson. Kate Shepard. And Madison Sweeney. Mount St. Joseph also had 3 first-team all-conference players. We asked those players to come forward and, as their name is called, to receive their awards from Coach Spinning. Those athletes are Grace Young, Asalagi. Emily Abshire. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for each team, Transylvania and Mount St. Joseph. Congratulations to all the players, coaches, assistants, support staff. And thank you, fans, for traveling to Richmond. We certainly invite you to the championship game tomorrow, I believe at 1 p.m. And one last thing, my request for you, have safe travels wherever you go tonight. And if you choose
That was the public address announcer
listen to me anyway.
handing out awards, highlighting newcomer of the year as well as all conference team members. It was a phenomenal job done by Earlham College throughout the day today and throughout the entire HCAC conference, putting on a phenomenal event. Of course, there's more to come on the hardwood as the HCAC Volleyball Championship match will take place tomorrow right here on IndianaSRN. That'll be at 1 o'clock for match start time. I believe there'll be some pregame mixed in there as well. Coach, yourself and Jarrett Lewis will be on the call for that one.
Yeah, pregame is at 12:45 if I'm not mistaken. We'll have Jay Jones with us in our pregame, the commissioner of the conference, and boy, what a job he has done since he's taken over this conference, and it's just fantastic. Just a fantastic marriage with IndianaSRN, HCAC.TV, and this conference. It's going to be it's going to grow, and if you love what you see, please let us know. Coach at IndianaSRN.org. If you didn't like what you saw, please let us know too. The only way we can improve is you tell us how to get that job done.
That's the Coach Keith Myers.
Drive safely home, will you?
Yeah, we'll do the same. You do as well, and all our listeners as well.
I got my Uber driver. Be asleep by the time I hit the parking lot.
So much for spending some time with us here on a Saturday afternoon. Again, our final here in conference semifinal number 2. It is a victory for Transylvania. They defeat Mount St. Joseph 3-1. Again, don't forget, make sure your clocks are set back this evening with it being daylight savings time. And be ready for tomorrow. As Coach mentioned, pregame at 12:45 and match start time for the HCAC Championship at 1 o'clock. For everyone involved, for our entire staff and crew, for the Coach Keith Myers, I'm Jimmy Cook. Again, our final in this one, Transylvania takes care of business in 4 sets, 3-1 over Mount St. Joseph. And until Coach and Jarrett talk to you tomorrow for the championship game, so long, everybody.